Welcome to Cut the COVID Crap Part 4. We'll go back in time. Let me start out by giving all the credit to Russell Brand, who has inspired me. We need to focus on the funny side in these rather strange times. In case you didn't know, this is my 25,000-year-old father. Yes, he overdosed on the rejuvenation pills a little bit, so he may look slightly younger. Let's go back 2 years, way back in November 2019, before COVID 19. Do you remember the conversation we had back then? You old master of mankind? When you were only 24,998 years old?
Yes, I'll recite that conversation we had back then.
Okay.
My son soon will have a new infectious disease that will change the world.
Yeah, sure.
It will be a new disease and there's no cure against it.
So it's the end of the world, is it?
No, we'll develop a vaccination to fight it.
Well, you'll be too late with the vaccination if the disease is really so bad.
Don't think so. The vaccination will be ready within a year.
Within a year?
That's what you get for taking a horse drink.
Vaccinations take 8 years to develop on average.
Well, not really, because we'll fast track it.
On basis on the basis of what can you fast track it?
Emergency authorization. It's a really bad disease.
How deadly?
0.2% of the world population.
0.2%? That's like a bad flu.
Not if you hype it well in the media.
No way people will buy this story. How effective would the vaccination be anyway?
About 50%?
You've gone nuts, Dad. With under 50% effectiveness, it wouldn't even be called the vaccination.
Not if you change the definition of a vaccination.
What?
What about Fauci?
Right. So you think you'll get an emergency use authorization? But people are not going to take the vaccination if it's only effective 50%. They'll experiment with other drugs. Surely an existing drug will also help.
True, but we'll slam all the efforts on social media.
Right, but you can't control everything. Surely some will slip through.
We'll shame the researchers or doctors that come up with them, threatening to take their license.
That's unethical.
Mm-hmm.
And shame them on what grounds?
Most drugs are used for animals too. We'll shame them for suggesting to take an animal drug.
Yeah, right. Do you think everyone falls for that?
You only need to scare half the people.
There will be plenty of opposition still.
Nope. Once half the people are vaccinated, they'll feel safe and belong to the majority. And they'll automatically help to promote the vaccination.
No, if it's only 50% effective? No way. Nobody will buy into that.
Yes, they will. You need a booster every half year.
A vaccine booster every half year. I've never heard of a vaccine like that. Medicine, yes. A vaccine, no.
Just change the definition again. We'll do a Fauci.
Dad, if those boosters help, even if the vaccination works only 50% of the time, you'll have herd immunity once 60% of the population is vaccinated or has natural immunity.
Depends on how you test.
What do you mean?
We'll use a PCR test.
A PCR test? They give as much as 10% false positives.
Exactly. The disease continues to spread. So you say more people need to get vaccinated.
With a half working vaccination?
It's the only way out.
What do you mean, way out? When 70% of the people are vaccinated?
That's what you say first. Until you're close to 70, then you move on to target 80%.
80%? Are you out of your mind?
Nope, and then you go to 90%.
You've gone mad. No way people will buy into this story.
They will. Look at what happened with the Jews in 1933. First, you tighten the screws, then you tighten them more, and then you tighten them more. You don't take two big steps at a time. Maybe you sometimes even loosen restrictions. And then when there's a new signal that's bad or a new variant, Then you tighten the restrictions.
What restrictions?
Restrictions to travel, especially for the unvaccinated.
What? Restriction to travel?
All in the name of slowing down the spread.
People will revolt when you tell them they can't travel for a long time.
Of course. So you just tell them it's for a couple of days or weeks. And when nothing changes, you extend it.
Yeah, but even then, at some point, they will demand to travel freely again.
Yes, after about 2 years, they can travel freely again. But only the vaccinated.
And the ones with natural immunity, of course.
Nope, natural immunity doesn't count.
What do you mean? Natural immunity is always superior to vaccination?
Remember, the unvaccinated will be a minority group. Blame the virus on them. If only they were vaccinated too, everything will be fine. So you introduce vaccination passports.
That's against privacy laws.
All in the name of safety. They will buy it.
You are having late dementia. Also, at some point, you'll get new variants of the disease, so the vaccinations will work even less.
Exactly, that's when you tell them they need a booster again.
At some points, the side effects from the vaccinations will be too much compared to the benefits.
Side effects won't be reported.
Why wouldn't side effects be reported?
Because it would create vaccination hesitancy.
Yes, the more side effects are reported, the more careful we should be.
The policy makers wouldn't like it. Neither would the vaccinated like to see that.
So once you're vaccinated, you're trapped? You need to get a booster every half year?
They'll have to do it, otherwise they'll be fired from their job. Really, I bet you, even if the vaccination rate is 90%, people will still blame the unvaccinated. So you let them pay for their own healthcare.
No, that's criminal.
Not if you change the law.
I bet you $1 million that this is not going to happen.
You're wrong.
The rest is history. I'll have to work for him for the rest of my life. And another dollar. And another dollar. And another dollar. And another dollar. If you like this video, don't give me money. I don't need your money, despite losing this bet. Spend your money on buying a drink for someone who doesn't agree with you. Talk about when enough is enough for you and what you would do about it. If you don't like this video, just call me a racist. And here's my disclaimer. I'm all for the availability of vaccinations, but it's a personal choice whether the benefits outweigh the risks for you, and it's your choice. I'm not going to advise on that. See you next time.